everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I am here to test out a palette, another palette that I purchased that is sadly probably not going to be around for much longer, but I purchased it and I thought I would do a review because why the hell not. So I bought the PLOUISE Love Tapes palette. Now this is a big boy. If you've not seen it before, this is a really big palette, so I'm going to try my best to keep it in camera whenever I can. So this is just the inside. Obviously the packaging, there is outer packaging, but it would have been so much hassle to take it out. So yeah, this is the Love Palettes, the Love Tapes palette. I think this has been out it's actually been out longer than I've kind of really known about PLOUISE. So I would say it has been out for maybe 2 years possibly, or even longer than that. And the reason that I purchased it is because it is being discontinued. So she did mention recently that I think 3 or 4 of her palettes, even some of her most recent larger palettes are being discontinued, and they're all now £25 when they used to be over £40 at least. I think this one might have been 45 or 42 generally. And if you haven't seen the palette before, I'll show you in a moment. This is the outside packaging, which, you know, I've said it so many times before, their packaging is actually insane. It's amazing. I know they put a lot of thought and a lot of kind of effort towards it, so that's the hats off to that. So that's the outside packaging, and then on the back you just got like your standard pink and gold writing, if you can just see. And then the palette itself is pretty much the same, but on the front it's shaped like a tape. So I know that there are the other Love Tapes, which are like the smaller ones, the kind of like wedding themed ones, like the vacation, and then also the date nights palette that I absolutely adore, which is very similar to the themes of this one. So let me open this. It's quite a difficult one to open. So when you do open it, you get yourself a gorgeous mirror, but then you also get the palette and two highlighters actually. And one annoying thing, this turned up like loose, and so I had to just get some super glue and glue it down, which is fine I guess, but it was like rattling around when I had got it, so I was like, what the hell is happening? So yeah, that just fell out, but it's fine, there's no damage. And then you get 18 shades just here, and the colour selection is insanely gorgeous. When I try this, I'm not going to be holding this up constantly because I feel like my arms are just going to collapse. So what I'm going to do is I'll put up a picture of the palette and I'll like indicate what shadow I'm using, but I'll call the name out just because it's easier, because my arms are not that strong. So I am going to go for obviously like a reddish tone look today because that's mainly what the palette is. So I'm just gonna sort out my brushes, and this is what turned up yesterday in my last video when I had to randomly get up halfway through the video and pause it because my doorbell went, and the packaging turned up and it was absolutely huge. My postman was probably like, what the fuck did you just order? So I am gonna take one of my brushes, of course, and I am going to start off with a light transition shade, of course. So I'm going to start off with Smitten, which is a kind of like light peach tone, and I'm just going to take it on my lid basically. I don't have anything on there today. Oh, it's quite pink, okay. And just kind of make that as a transition because obviously the rest of the shades are going to be sitting on top, so this is just going to go everywhere. And so yeah, like I mentioned, all her larger palettes are going on discount, and that includes her most recent large one was the cancelled palette, which is not really for me because it just has a lot of black and white grey tones, and I can't buy those type of palettes because there's nothing that I can literally do with them in my personal kind of skills, because I just can't. I like to have colours, I like to have something to work with when it comes to a type of palette that I want to purchase. So next I'm going to go in with a gorgeous red. So on the same line I'm probably going to go in with one of the last shade, which is called Smooch. So I'm going to take that. And yeah, recently she's had a lot of sales on her website, I guess, and then they're also kind of changing her colourful bases. So ones that I've used on my channel before, which are basically they're eyeshadow bases, but they're coloured, so you can use them as like an eyeshadow basically. And they've gone to £5, I believe, which is insane. Which is insane. Because normally they're £10, but £5 is actually really, really good, and they last such a long time. I wish I could buy more, but I just really don't need any more because I have so many already. Like, I have a box full of some of them, and it's a rarity that I use them, but I mainly just use them on camera to show you guys how they work because I'm not very good at them, but they are great. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to keep that kind of sale up for, maybe until they sell out, and obviously they're going to be relaunching new packaging and everything. So far this is doing really well. I've made a complete mess of it, but I will clean everything up when I put the rest of my face on, because that always tends to make everything look better. So I'm going to now go into my corners just to darken up a bit, and I feel like going in again, it's on the same line actually, Thirst, so it's kind of like a dark purple tone, I guess. A lot of fallout, but that's all right. The pans are super small in this, which is all right, I guess, because it's just such a large palette. This didn't seem to be going on that well. To be honest, I haven't seen any reviews of this palette. I don't know if it's what many people say about it, but I just really love the kind of look of it, and especially the shades. The shades are right up my street. What's happening with the shade? Much doesn't seem to be happening. But yeah, so far this is okay. Thirst is not popping. Let's try this side. It is a little bit, it's not, I'm going to try a darker shade actually. Let's go in with Ego, which is a really darker shade, let's try a different brush. I don't think it's the brush, but we shall see. It's going to take a Morphe brush, and we're going in with Ego again, just to go in my inner corner, not inner corner, sorry, my outer corner. This shade does not want to work. Oh no. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, this shade is probably not the best, but we'll make it work. It has deepened just a little bit. Yeah, let's continue. Let's now go on to, just getting my brushes ready because I have a limited amount because I had to wash most of mine yesterday. So let's go in now with another nice red just to kind of go up a bit. So we're going to go in with Screw. Oh yes. Yeah, a lot of these names are very interesting. There's one I believe called Orgasm, very nice. Going in with the NARS theme. So okay, this is nice. It's a nice shade. Try not to get my mirror in the way. Okay, it's looking good. It's much lighter, I believe, than it does in the pan, because the pan itself looks red, but when it comes on here it's quite pink toned. So I'm not sure, but this shade is quite nice, so it's fine. I'm not very good at swatching, so if I find any of the swatches I'll post them before as well. But so far this is not too bad of a palette. It's just that darker shade which is not working for me. You can see a little bit it stands out, but it's not what you would call to help darken up the edges a bit. Let me try another one. I'll go back in with Ego because that one might be able to help just a tad, maybe. Doesn't seem, no, it doesn't seem to be working. Quite disappointed in that one, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a shimmer now. Just let's see my brushes. There we go. And there are two shimmers. Okay, and then the other two we have as highlighters, or maybe they're eyeshadow toppers. I'm not sure, but I feel like going in with Emotional, which is ooh, a nice kind of gold tone. So I'm gonna put that here. All right, that's pretty good. That is very nice. Okay, you can't really see it on camera, apologies, but I mean, for me it is pretty good. So let's just put that over the whole lid, to be honest, because it doesn't seem to change the way that the eyeshadow looks, essentially. Okay. Go one more. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, you know the drill, I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of my face, and when I come back I will test the highlighters. I think they're highlighters, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm back, and yeah, I am now going to swatch the two highlighters just because I know which one I'm going to use, but I thought I would show you guys. So first we have Happily Ever After, which is a gold tone, so let's see how that looks on camera. Very, very nice. And then we're going to go in next with Once Upon a Time, which is the one that I am going to use today. I am pretty sure these are highlighters. If they're not, then they should be. Really, that's absolutely insane. So yeah, that's what I'm going in with today. So I'm just taking my standard Morphe highlighter brush, going in with Once Upon a Time, and it's got a mixture of some pink tones in there as well. Oh, yes. That is, yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm not even going to try and dip in again because I feel like I won't need to. Okay. Ooh, wow. They need to sell these highlighters separately. I've never seen PLOUISE have any highlighters. I don't think, yeah, I really don't think they have. They have obviously their bases, which you can turn into lipsticks or blushes or something, but they don't have any highlighters. And look at those. They're insanely gorgeous. I'm very happy. I actually feel like I want to go in with my inner corner with a shade. Yeah, I'm going to go in with Once Upon a Time in my inner corner as well, just because why not? We need to make it pop. Oh wow. I'm actually, this palette has saved itself. I mean, I feel like some of the shades are very lackluster, i.e. the darker ones, but the red tones and the pink tones are wonderful. Like, you can really see, like, ignore my foundation, like, it's so warm, everything is separated already, so that's terrible. Everything is looking super nice. I've made a bit of a mess on this side, but I've been trying to neaten it up. But honestly, this is a really, really nice palette. The only issue is, again, the dark tones, and it's a big boy. Like, it's a big one. I don't know where I'm gonna kind of put it. I'm gonna keep it in my PLOUISE box because I kind of feel like I want to keep all my PLOUISE stuff together. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, it is being discontinued, so if you are interested in buying it, then I'm sure it's still available for £25 unless they've stopped it, but I have no idea. And they do have their other palettes as well, but I don't think their smaller ones, which are really nice too, they're staying, so they're still normal price, which I think is like £17 or less than that. And if you want a smaller version of these, I would recommend getting the smaller Love Tapes, which is like the first date one, which is outstanding. But yeah, this is my finished look. I can honestly say, like I mentioned, it got better towards the end and I do really like it. Everything else I'm using I will leave in the description. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there and you can get a closer look of this look. And yeah, I hope you're having a really good week and I hope to see you very soon. Bye guys.